Jai Hind दोस्तों. Through this, let us understand nationalism of mid-19th century and the Balkan issue. Nationalism refers refers to having collective identity, shared history, love, and respect for one nations. If I explain you in simple terms, nationalism refers to have respect for one's nation, love for one's nation, and have an understanding that this is our country and we should be working for its progress. That is called as nationalism. The thing that we have seen in European countries that has begun is what they had started to develop feeling of nationalism, that this is their territory and they should have possession of it and there is no harm in it. On the other hand, imperialism means acquiring others' territory for your gain. It refers to dominating others' territory through various means. It can also be referred as extending one's territory. When you have earned your liberty and when you try to expand your territories in others territory, दूसरों के देश में जब आप खुद के टेरिटरी को एक्सपांड करने की कोशिश करते हो, फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल लाइक ब्रिटिश केम टू आवर कंट्री and they have set up here their colonies. So that was one of the form of imperialism. So what has happened in mid 19th century, the difference that you see at the beginning of 19th century and mid 19th century. So by the time mid 19th century came, the nationalists has forgotten their very basic of liberty and democracy. They became more intolerant towards each other. Here, intolerance means unwilling to accept difference in opinion. Let's say if you say that white is good color and someone is saying black is good color, and when rather than disagreeing, when you start getting angry of it and when you don't like if others are having views against you, that is called as intolerance. They were ready to wage a war against each other. Here, initially they fought together for gaining liberalism. Freedom के लिए वो लोग साथ में लड़े. But once they had it, they thought of expanding their territory. They started to think themselves as superior and wanted to dominate others in those particular territories. Nationalists were used by Europeans to acquire more territories, imperialism. So here the nationalists, the people, those who were fighting for liberalism, were manipulated by Europeans. Europeans manipulated them and they wanted to use them to acquire more territories under their name. For example, let's say England. If you see their people, they fought with their monarchy and they secured their right over their territory. Now they wanted their soldiers, their people to acquire more and more territories in name of England. So that is called as misrepresentation. Now let us understand what we have studied so far, nationalism and imperialism. So your question might be asked in your exam, how was nationalism of mid 19th century different from the first half of the century? Okay, here I would like to clarify one thing. 19th century refers to the years from mid 19th century refers from year 1850. 1850 के आसपास जो है उसको mid 19th century बोलते हैं अपन. एंड बिगनिंग रेफर्स टू 1801, जहाँ से सेंचुरी स्टार्ट हुई. जब 1801 हुआ तब वो लोगों के दिमाग में क्या था और 1850 के बाद उनके दिमाग में क्या था. द नेशनलिस्ट मूवमेंट लॉस्ट इट्स ओरिजिनल ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ लिबरलिज्म एंड डेमोक्रेटिक सेंटिमेंट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ द सेंचुरी. इन फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ सेंचुरी whatever nationalist and democratic feelings they were having, they have lost it. Nationalist group became more intolerant of each other and were ready to go on war against each other. So they became intolerant. They did not like the disagreement in what they believe and they were ready to wage war against each other. The European powers further manipulated the nationalists to fulfill their aspiration of imperialism. So here other European powers, what they did, they manipulated this nationalist in order to gain more territory under their name. Now let us start with the next part of the lesson, that is the Balkan region. Let me tell you something about this Balkan region. The area between the Black Sea and Adriatic Sea is known as Balkan region. This is Black Sea and this is Adriatic Sea. I've put this black strips on the area which was known as Balkan area. Now in today's time there is no such Balkan area. It was in olden times. This complete territory was referred as Balkan area, and now it has been disintegrated into smaller countries. Now one more thing which is not there in your textbook, I would like to tell you that this particular area was very important when it comes to business, because in olden days business used to be carried out through seas. Okay, so this Balkan area was on the verge of four oceans. The Black Sea and Adriatic Sea are there, so it was an important port for exporting things to Asia. So that's why most of the European nations wanted their position on this particular territory. Let us look at the modern countries which were there in this Balkan area. Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Bosnia Herzegovina, Slovenia, Serbia, and Montenegro. These were the territories which combined created Balkan area. Now this Balkan area was ruled by Ottoman Turks since a long time. It's since 15th century this territory was under Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire is basically Islamic ruler of Turk. जो टर्की एरिया है वहाँ के जो रूलर थे उनको Ottoman Empire वहाँ पर था, and they used to have possession of this Balkan area. Now two factors: romantic nationalism and weakening control of Ottoman Turk. These two factors. Now romantic nationalism, we already know that nationalism developed through poets, stories is called as romantic nationalism. We have seen that. And weakening control of Ottoman Turks. So it was a vast territory and Ottomans were ruling in this territory since a long time. So over a period of time, they lost their control over these territories. They declared themselves independent and started to define their identity. Now whatever different identities they were living together in Balkan area, those states, the Balkan states, declared themselves independent from Ottoman Empire, and they started to define their own identity now. So now this Balkan area, one point I forgot to tell you, that most of the population of this area was from Slav tribe, that is Slav we call them. That was their identity. And you have seen that different countries were together, different ethnic groups together created Balkan region. So there were differences among them. They were ruled by Ottoman Empire. Now slowly the rulers' control over them started to reduce, and romantic nationalism feeling started to develop in these people. So ultimately they declared themselves independent. And then this Balkan area was divided into small states. Here you can see that I have drawn white lines to indicate you that it was divided. The Balkan became area of intense conflict. Why? Because these all states were against each other. They were jealous of each other. So they were on constant war, and they were trying to increase whatever territory they have got under their control. For an example, let's say in India, if I am supposed to explain you that scenario in terms of India country. So let's say Gujarat, Maharashtra, Punjab, and Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh. We all are different. We have different culture and tradition. Okay. Consider India as a Balkan area and these states, different ethnic group living together in that area. Now let's say we all were under this India and we all declared ourselves independent. Now what Maharashtra is trying to increase its territory. Same thing is done by Gujarat, same thing is done by Telangana, same thing is done by Andhra Pradesh, same thing is done by Punjab. So you will understand, if everyone is ready to fight one another, the situation will be very tense, and same thing has happened in Balkan. That kind of situation you will find there. So what we have seen so far, which region is known as Balkan? So the vast territory between Black Sea and Adriatic Sea, comprising of modern days Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Slovenia, Serbia, and Montenegro, are known as Balkan region, and majority of population was of Slav race. Okay, then came crisis in Balkan. We have seen that they have declared them due to romantic nationalism and weakening control of this Ottoman Turk. They declared themselves independent. They declared themselves independent. The Balkan area became an area of intense conflict. Now let us understand how Balkan region became one of the cause of First World War. You might be knowing First World War was fought from 1914 to 1918, and now this whole scenario what we are discussing was from somewhere around from 1912. Okay, war started, and then ultimately it resulted into World War First. So why this has happened, that is what we are going to understand now. How Balkan region is said as one of the reason of First World War. Balkan became an explosive region. So we have seen that these states declared themselves independent, and because of which this particular territory became very explosive. Internal conflict among Slavic nationalists. So we have seen that all those states who have declared themselves independent, they were trying to expand their territory. They were jealous of each other and they were ready to raise a war. Now it became source of rivalry. Source of rivalry means there were other countries who lend their support, okay, for these people to fight against each other, and everyone was ready to fight one another. So that's why it became source of rivalry. And there were series of war. In 7 years, 3 big wars were fought there. Germany, England, Austria-Hungary, and Russia. These countries were superpower, major power who participated in this war. So because of this big countries participating in these wars, it became massive. Let us see what we have understood so far. Balkan region is one of the reason of World War First. This question might be asked in your exam. It is important question. So how you are going to write in exam? First, you will explain the first reason, that is explosive. It became an explosive region. How it became an explosive region, that we'll see afterwards. Internal conflict will be the second point. Source of rivalry will be the third point. And series of war. In bracket I have written GEAR, GEAR, which you are not supposed to write in exam. Why I have written that, I will tell you afterwards. The romantic nationalism and disintegration of Ottoman Empire made this region very explosive. So as you know, this area became disintegrated. Now there was no one to rule them. So that's why this area became very explosive. The Balkan states were jealous of each other and each wanted to acquire more territory as at the expenses of other. This resulted in internal conflict among Slavic nationalists. Now in order to explain you this point, let us move back to our previous example related to India. Now let's say if Maharashtra is trying to acquire more territory. So ultimately Gujarat will not be happy with Maharashtra and he will also, wage a war against Maharashtra. So same situation happened there. These Balkan states, they were jealous of each other and wanted to acquire more and more territories for themselves. So this made this situation as internal conflict. During this period, rivalry between European powers to acquire more colonies and trade war made Balkan region seen of big power. So at that time, imperialism started. We have seen that beforehand, how nationalists turned to imperialism. So these European countries wanted to acquire more and more colonies in other countries. So that's why these European countries got involved and ultimately it became a big war. Each power, Germany, England, Austria-Hungary and Russia, were keen in extending their territory and countering the other. So all four of this country, Germany, England, Austria and Russia, they wanted to extend their territory, and for that they were ready to oppose their other member. Like if Germany want to extend territory, so Germany is ready to go against all three of other superpowers. This led to a series of war and ultimately World War First. Thank you so much.